Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Coding Scientist, one of a kind, unique platform to learn coding for 8 to 80. Coding Scientist is a platform for non-technical individuals to get hands-on into coding. Guys, this is a slide about your mentor. So who is your mentor? Who's going to walk you through, who's going to teach you through, who's going to mentor you step by step in your journey towards coding. All right. So, my name is Anbu Kumar. I am also the founder of Coding Scientist platform. I am going to be your mentor to guide you through your journey from zero to hero on coding using one of our unique kind of platform called Coding Scientist. Okay. Now, to give you a quick background about myself, I come with about 23 years of experience in the software industry. Okay, and I have also worked for various multinational software companies like IBM, HP, NetApp, iCode, both in India and US, and few other consulting works I have done in the past. So that's my quick background. So let me also give you a quick introduction about what I do and about my expertise and about my interest and kind of thing, so that you will understand with whom you are going to learn. So to give you a high level idea, guys, I have pretty much hands on experience in building different kinds of robotics application, robots like humanoid robot, a rover robot, vigilance robot, controlled and autonomous robot using robotic operating system, that is ROS. Okay, I have pretty much extensively worked on computer vision based artificial intelligent applications and deployed those apps on the robots, and of course hands-on experience in various programming languages including Python, C++, Java and HTML. So I have pretty much hands-on into the entire circular aspects of the technology. Okay, in addition to that, my passion and hobby has always been towards robotics and Internet of Things, IoT, the embedded electronics and microcontrollers and single board computers. So I have done a lot of projects in these areas, and I have pretty much very good hands-on experience into what I'm going to teach you over a period of time. So this is just a kind of introduction about me, about your mentor, and so that you guys be very comfortable and understand with whom you are dealing with. All right, now what is C coding? Guys, my dear friends, I have designed this Coding Scientist platform especially for people between 8 to 80 who are interested to learn way beyond just operating computers, but also to interact and talk to computers and make some interesting applications and start building some solutions, some kind of solutions for some kind of problem, right? Got to be more innovative. Now, you may ask me, why should I learn C programming when the whole world is talking about Python and Java, C sharp and stuff like that? Trust me, guys, C coding helps you to understand the internal architecture of a computer, how computer stores and retrieves information. After learning C, it will be much more easier for you to learn any other programming languages in the world like Java, Python or whatever you want, right? You can very easily learn those programming languages, provided your fundamental knowledge on C programming is strong. Now, opportunity to work for open source projects and stuff like that, that's possible. There are several tutors and platforms in the market, guys, who teach in the name of coding for kids. They call it as a coding to kids or coding for kids using block based drag and drop tools, which is more of a cartoonish and for fun, but not a real coding at all to speak with. Of course, they have their own strengths when you start using the block based coding, but at the same time, it's good for small little toddlers and kids. Drag and drop some cartoon and make it run and compile and do some fun stuff. But Coding Scientist platform will teach and mentor you real world, real coding using text based programming styles in a real environment. Now, what does that mean? Remember, guys, Coding Scientist is designed for non technical people who do not have any knowledge about computer programming. Coding Scientist is one of a kind, unique platform to learn coding step by step from ground zero level to a hero level over a period of time, of course, right? Coding Scientist is the only platform where you can learn side by side real world IDE. What is a IDE? It's an integrated development environment. So once you come into our platform, once you subscribe into Coding Scientist platform, you will get access to a web-based IDE on the side of your screen, and you can watch me on the other side of the screen, line by line codes. I am going to walk you through step by step each and every syntax, and I will code on the IDE and you will code on the same IDE. We will be communicating and interacting live, on the same IDE. It's going to be very interesting, hands on. It's like, holding your hand and, with a pencil teaching you how to write A, B, C, D. Well, it might look little funny, but as I said, this is the platform for non-tech individual wanting to get into the programming world and learn about coding and build some apps and build some robotics applications and AI applications in the future. So obviously I need to make sure that I hold your hand and with a pencil and write it down and show it to you properly. So that's why, keeping all these aspects in mind, I have built this platform called Coding Scientist, where you will log into the IDE. I will be logged into the IDE. On the side you can see my video. I will teach you one by one. You will do the coding and I will teach you if there are any mistakes and explain line by line everything. So that's going to be pretty interesting, guys. Now let's talk about C. C is defined as a mother language, a system programming language, a procedural oriented programming language, structured programming language, and also a mid-level programming language. Why it is a mother language? Why is it called a mother language? C language is considered as the mother language because all the modern programming languages like C, C++, Java, and all those, they use the similar kind of compilers, and those compilers are written in C language. Okay, now what is a compiler? I will talk about that later. This is just an introduction. Okay, and most of the programming languages follow C syntax. Now what is the syntax? I am going to show you and talk about that in the later lessons, in the upcoming lessons. Okay, so the C language will basically provide the core concepts like arrays and strings and functions and file handling. All these things you are going to learn one at a time, and all these things will be used in multiple programming languages. Okay, guys, right? Now C is also a system programming language. What is a system programming language? C language, because it can be used to do a low level programming aspects. For example, drivers and kernel. I am going to talk about drivers and kernel at a later stage. This is just for you to understand, something at a hardware level, right? So that hardware level programming is used, it's done using C programming. All right, now C is also a procedural language. A procedure is known as a function or a method or routine or a subroutine. All these are same. Now what is the difference? What is a function and a method and a routine? I am going to teach you one at a time, one by one. So once you learn the C function and the methods and routines, that is exactly the same thing you'll be using to learn Python and Java and any other programming languages, right? The procedural language specifies a series of steps for a program to solve a problem, a systematic step to solve a problem. That is what you are going to learn in C, and the same skill will be applied for rest of the programming languages as well. A procedural language basically breaks the program into a function and a data structure and types and stuff like that, which again I will get into the details specific one at a time, one by one. Now Structured programming language. C is also a structured programming language. A structured programming language is a subset of a procedural language. Structure means to break down the program into multiple blocks of code, right? You have a huge length of, you have a big problem, you need to break down that problem into multiple sub problems. So that is what it means, right? In C language, we break the program into parts using function, which you will learn hands on, slow and steady. It makes the program easier to understand and modify. Okay. C is also a mid-level programming languages. Why? C is considered as a middle level language because it supports the feature of both low level and high level languages. The C language program is converted into assembly code and it supports a pointer arithmetic, which is a low level. Do not get confused, do not worry. This might look little complex, but I am here, I am your mentor. I am going to walk you through, I am going to hold your hand and step by step teach each and everything like a spoon feeding for the non-technical guys who are coming into the coding world for the first time ever. It's going to get really interesting and you are going to love it. The C is a low level language and it is also specified to be one of the machine dependent. Okay, it is a machine dependent, fast to run, but it is not easy to understand. Now do not get scared of this. C, of course, it looks little complex, but if you understand the logic one by one, trust me guys, you are going to have fun and you are going to play around with Python and Java and any other programming languages within weeks time. Okay, right. So this is all about the introduction part, and basically I thought I'll spend some time to introduce about Coding Scientist and what you're going to learn in C program, and this is the stepping stone guys. So thanks for subscribing to Coding Scientist platform, and we will have an option to set up a one-on-one session once you subscribe and go through the entire material by doing the typing the code by yourself using our platform IDE. You will also have an option to ask questions to me and I can set up one-on-one with you. There is a calendar option. You can go to the calendar, set up the time, and we will set up a one-on-one video conference and I will walk you through every doubts. I will clarify every doubts. I'll spend a lot of time with you and you will enjoy. Do not hesitate, and thanks for subscribing once again. I will see you soon. Bye bye.